Hey everybody, it's the Red, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Shadowrun Dragonfall. Last we left off, we were supposed to go and, something about reset. Oh, right, these things. Yeah. I don't remember the technical terminology. The data taps protocol buffer is now reset. Okay. So I gotta find, like 3 of them or something. Well then, where the hell are you? I don't think I remember talking to you. A pair of round eyes peer up at you from under the hood of a grime-smeared winter coat. You recognize him as David, one of the Heights Bazaar's street kids. If you had to guess, you'd place him in his mid-teens, though it's difficult to tell beneath the grime and acne marring his face. You've seen him following Monica around between runs, chasing her heels like a lost puppy. She always seemed to have a soft spot for the kid. Oh, hoy, Kali, have you seen Monica around? I've been looking all over for her. Yeah. I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, kid. She's dead, or, look, I don't have time for this right now. Why don't you go ask Paul? I'd say let him down a little easy, I guess. I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, kid. The kid blinks, a blank expression on his face. She's dead, ain't she? I had a feeling he was gonna intuit that. Okay. It was quick, she went peacefully, that's the most any of us can hope for. It was horrible, there was blood everywhere. I'm sorry, kid, we all are. Yeah. Don't sugarcoat it, don't be blunt, just put it out there. Yeah, look, I think I want to be alone right now. That's good, I didn't really want to stay here and talk to you. As thrilling as you are a conversationalist, right? Can I go over here? I don't think I can. Okay. Wait, can I? Wrong button, I can. Ugh. Why am I so bad at simple controls? I managed to forget that left click is walk. Okay. Now, I'm going to very, very easily overlook wherever these things are. I'm telling you that right now. So, I'm going to be very careful about where I look so that I don't, hopefully, wind up walking right past them 5 or so times. Probably once or twice. Aha! Here's one. The hell's over here? I don't know. Boop. Okay. The data taps protocol buffer is now reset. So, where's the third one? I don't think I ever talked to you either. Simi! Warming herself in the dim light of a dying street lamp is a wife of a girl who looks far too worn for her years. The clothes she wears suggest the oldest profession, and the fog in her eyes suggests a habit that demands such a line of work. The Mother Superior, she says there will be 7 for me to care for. I need to see to them. You're high as a kite, aren't you? We can fly kites. I should ask the Mother Superior. You do that. She says I am to be governess to the children. You notice a chip-jack poking out beneath the young woman's unruly hair. The vacant look in her eyes marks her as a likely BTL junkie, lost between reality and any number of better-than-life virtual constructs. I need money to get back to them. That sounds familiar. Look, do you know Monica? I'm going to step away now. Yes, good. I need to rejoin the children. I'm sure you do, darling. I am sure you do. The children. Rejoin the rejoin the children. What? Oi! Hello? It's an old, obsolete phone booth. It's ringing. I'm going to exit the matrix here. Yes? A monotone, pitch-adjusted voice begins speaking almost immediately. The Shockwellen reader, whatever, contact is... This keys is no more. Kali is listed as a follow-up contact. This is our only secured line to this keys. Kai's keys? I don't know how to... please listen to the following instructions carefully if you are a supporter of our cause. Okay. We have phone booths in strategic locations throughout the city. Within each one you may find a request posted for specific information. If you can obtain a copy of this information, return here and submit it via the port below the receiver. We will verify the authenticity of the information remotely and post an undoctored copy of it onto the Matrix ourselves. Hey, look, it really is the Matrix. No. It is our stated goal for this information to remain free to all. However, you will be compensated for sought-after information returned to this location. Oh, compensation. That's my kind of language. The line goes silent. Okay, creepy voice on the phone. I'm going to complete the job I already had. Thank you very much, though. I'll keep that in mind. As you already said in the data tap, you notice that someone has duct taped a small homemade receiver to the system. An earplug dangles from the receiver. Oh, great. Normally I'm averse to putting strange objects in my ear, but I already put one up next to it, so why not have another? The sound of heavy machinery makes it difficult to hear the words that are being spoken. After a moment, you find that you can make out two distinct voices: a nasal woman who sounds like a heavy smoker, and a man who speaks in a high-pitched, breathy tone. Just heard Monica need to verify. Good for us. A sound like a conveyor belt starting adds to the noise of machinery, and you can't make out anything else until it comes to a stop a minute later. Think our next step? Wait, isn't ready to make a move yet. To be patient. See who steps up. Could be someone more. More conveyor belt startup. All you can hear is the sound of machinery. Maybe some sort of motorized vehicle starts up, drowning out everything else. Okay. A bell rings loudly again and again. It sounds like a telephone. You hear the sound of a door slamming shut, and the noise of machinery is suddenly muffled. There's a rattle of plastic, and the ringing stops. The nasal woman's voice can be heard again in a sing-song tone. Guten Tag, how may I help you? Her tone changes, becoming more businesslike. I heard. Silence. Yes, he knows. I told him it wasn't time to make a move yet. Silence. What do you think I am, an idiot? The council needs to meet again. I know. Getting everyone in the same room is challenging. Getting them to agree on a course of action is going to be even more challenging. From my perspective, the Heights Bazaar is only stable because of her. If she really is out of the way, well, we'll see, won't we? Yeah, I know. What can I say? Things go slow in the flux sometimes. You hear the sound of a door opening again, and the cacophony of machinery fills the line. You can't make out anything more. Well, that's perplexing. Okay, I'm glad I snooped. I don't know. This way. Back towards the bar. Shop. Coffee house. Cafe. This was cafe. Hey. Where? Here it is. There we go, okay. Oi! I did your dirty work. Give me money. Maybe. I don't know. Were you gonna pay me? I can't remember. Alduk smiles at you from behind the counter. Welcome back, honored Effendim. How may I serve you? I have finished with your little trifle, Herr Buragazi. Ah, very good. I assume you had no difficulties. Not at all. It was good to take in the night air. Easy, just like you said. So those taps are a public service. Is that it? Difficulties? No. One of the taps had been modified a bit, though. Someone was using it as a surveillance device. Should know that. He laughs. Of course they were. I'd be surprised if they weren't. This is Berlin, after all. In the flux, everyone spies. If you do not spy, how will you know who is in power and who will be in power next? If you are to stay here, Effendim, you must get used to it. Who enters the Turkish bath will sweat, as my uncle Tatum always says. Okay, then. Nevertheless, I shall have one of my people look into it. Wait, there's more. I listened under the tap and heard something. Might be important. He eyes you closely, amused. Oh, tell me, O listener at keyholes, what did you hear on this surveillance tap you found? I couldn't make out much. A nasal woman and a high-pitched man. They seemed pleased Monica was out of the picture. The Turk's face falls. News travels fast in Berlin. These two are known to me. Is there more? The woman got a call. She talked about a council meeting tonight to decide if they should make a move. Then she was drowned out by heavy machinery. He nods grimly. Most excellent. It is indeed fortuitous that you discovered this information, though it is not unexpected. I will have one of my people attend this council meeting and report back. Whatever you think is best, sounds good, keep me in the loop. I'm interested in this, so let me know what happens. Keep me in the loop. With that out of the way, let us return to our pressing business. He barks a stream of rapid-fire Turkish, and the gum-chewing young woman comes hurrying out to the counter. The menu for Herr Amsel, uncle. Kami hands you a folded piece of paper. Inside is a memory stick. Please extend my consolation to him. The death of Fräulein Schäfer must have hit him hard. Buragazi gives Kami a small nod, and she hurries out of the room. When she's gone, he returns his attention to you. Please express my condolences as well. I only just heard the news. Monica was an important part of this community. So it would seem. He frowns, if you know how important. The memory stick Kami just handed you should contain all the information Herr Amsel requires from our chef in the field. Should you require my services in the future, you know where to find me. Until then, good day. And a good day to you, sir. Okay, back to here. I think that's where I came out of, right? It's yellow, so I assume that's right, yeah. Okay. Oh. Everyone's all gathered around. Paul. Kali. Amsel peers at you through a battered pair of wire-rimmed glasses. His eyes are bloodshot, his expression grim. Did you get the information about Green Winters? Yes, I spoke to Alchuk. He gave me this memory stick. Let us see what his agent has to say. Amsel snatches the memory stick from your hand and slots it into his computer terminal. He navigates a series of command line menus, and a wall of amber text floods the screen. Amsel scans it, mouthing the words as his eyes flit back and forth. Buragazi's agent tailed Green Winters to a hotel in a cesspool of he's called Drogenkeeper. I don't know. The hotel is called Das Hasselhaus. Like I said before, I feel so bad that I don't know how to pronounce half this shit. I'm reaffirming several stereotypes right now. It's wonderful. It is a renovated factory nestled deep in the heart of Drogenkeeper. It appears that Winters is holed up there. Recently, there was some contention between two gangs over control of this neighborhood. Due to the gang violence, the agent refused to follow Winters inside of the hotel, but he confirms that he is still inside. Well, what are we waiting for? Iger slings her rifle over her shoulder with a single spare motion. Gear up, people. We have a hotel to raid. Gloria and Dietrich pause. Exchange looks with Paul. Just a moment, Iger. Amsel rises from his chair, drawing himself to full height. Even so, he has to crane his neck to look her in the eye. You are an excellent soldier. Nobody questions your competence in the field. Your loyalty to this team is equally commendable. That said, we believe that Kali is the right choice to lead the team. There's a long pause before Iger speaks. When she does, her voice comes out dull and flat. What? Don't mistake this decision for a reprimand. Monica considered your contribution to the team to be invaluable. But we all know that she wasn't comfortable putting a soldier in charge. Iger speaks through clenched teeth. Her words are measured, but her expression is livid. This is unbelievable. You want to put the rookie in charge. Again. Yes, again, get over it. She shakes her head. Don't you people learn from your mistakes? Kali is the reason we're still alive, Iger. She kept it together. She let us out of there in one piece. Making her your number one girl. She sounds tired, resigned, but above all else, disappointed. This is more of your flux state idiocy at work, isn't it? Dietrich reaches out, puts his hand on her shoulder. It's what Monica believed in. Iger's voice tightens. For a moment, her control slips and her face contorts in grief. Yeah, look what that got her. Iger straightens to her full height. Let me give you a piece of advice. In the field, only two things matter. The mission and survival. Everything else is a distraction. Your ridiculous politics have no place on a Shadowrun. Dietrich manages a smile. What can I say? We're German. We have a history of strong political views, and lots of bureaucracy. Iger sighs. The tone of resignation returns to her voice. Screw it, let's put an end to this. I've got the skill and experience to lead this team. Kali, on the other hand, was appointed by Monica as a joke. If you'd rather she take the lead, I'll abide by that. But I want to hear each of you say it. They already have. You just weren't listening. Come on, Iger, give it a rest. I have no quarrel with you, Iger. I'll do this as the group wishes. I'll do as the group wishes. I can't talk. This is a waste of time. We should be out looking for Green Winters. Yeah, you know what? You're kind of a bitch, but I really don't care. You stay out of this. She stabs an armored finger into your chest, hard. The moment she raises her hand to you, Dante's ears lay back and he lets out a low growl. Reflexively, she takes a half step back. I think we've heard what Dante has to say. As for my part, Cully saved our lives back there. You may not believe it, but she did. The way I see it, that means I'll follow her lead a while longer. Glory's voice is uncharacteristically gentle. I trust in Monica's judgment. Therefore, I trust in Kali's judgment. The discussion is finished, Tiger. Amsel speaks softly, but his tone is firm. Kali will take Monica's place as the leader of this team. Monica's death deserves vengeance. I intend to see it done. We're in over our heads, but whatever we stumbled into tonight, I'll see us through it. I'll do whatever it takes to keep this team and Monica's legacy alive. That includes taking your advice, Iger. Running the shadows is simple. Work, survive, get paid. I plan to keep us alive long enough to find a payday at the end of this tunnel. Great. Hey, Iger, could you grab me a slick... No. No. Okay, Yeah, let's be completely honest about this. This is a bit over us, it sounds like. But at this point, we can't really back out. Glory and Dietrich nod in agreement. Dante nudges your leg with his head. All right, fine. She shakes her head in exasperation. Her voice is heavy with defeat. Looks like the rookie's in charge. Again. You like saying that, don't you? It's time to move on. We need to focus on chasing down Green Winters. We can talk about this more later on, Iger. For now, we have more important things to do with. Yeah, just right down to business. Indeed, I have transferred the information that we received from Altug to the computer terminal in the next room. It used to be Monica's personal workstation, Kali. Now it's yours. Monica kept a variety of notes and dossiers on that machine. I would suggest reviewing her notes when you have the time. Amsel turns his attention away from you and back to his computer screen. Good hunting. I will eagerly await your return. I wouldn't suggest driving to Drogenkippa. The roads aren't safe. Taking the U-Bahn would be faster anyway. Thanks for the tip, Iger. The U-Bahn it is. Iger nods and turns to check her equipment. The rest of your group disperses in turn. You now command a team of Shadowrunners. When traveling to new mission locations, you will be able to choose which members of your team to bring and modify your let-out on the run. When members of your team become permanently incapacitated on a mission, they'll be automatically extracted for emergency medical care. They'll be patched up and ready for action the next time you return to your safe house. Avoid this loss of firepower by always carrying some Bumona trauma kits into the field. These can be purchased at the Street Doc's office in the Heights Bazaar. Okay. The Street Doctor, huh? I guess I'll look into that. I guess.